Have you ever sat down to play a game and ended up watching someone else play instead? You scroll through your library, nothing feels right, and before you know it, you're watching a stream, let's play, or a video essay. And somehow, you're fine with it. What's strange is that you're still engaging with games, you're still enjoying the worlds, the stories, and the atmosphere. The only difference is someone else is holding the controller. So, why does watching games sometimes feel better than playing them? Most of the time, you find yourself watching games. It wasn't what you set out to do. You sat down with the intent to play something, but when it came to deciding what to play, you were suddenly drawn into watching something instead. There are obviously times where you actively set out to watch something, but depending where you are with gaming, it may be a one-off thing, or watching can fully replace playing. Everyone knows it's not the same as playing, but it is actually quite easy to replace playing with watching. But why do that? At first, it didn't make any sense to me either, even though I have found myself in situations where I'm rarely playing but always watching. The more I looked into it, it started to make more sense. So let's get into the reasons behind this feeling. This isn't a new issue in gaming, but with the gaming industry we have right now, it can be even worse. When you think of playing a game, in theory, it sounds like the easiest thing ever. And don't get me wrong, I am not saying it's hard, but it does come with its challenges. Games have gotten more complex over the years with their progression systems, as well as some games actually wanting you to fully optimize how you progress. And if the game doesn't care, you might still find yourself caring anyway. This is partly because everywhere you look on social media about most games you play, there are guides talking about how to do X the best, and if you're not doing this, you're playing wrong. And it can be hard to fight the urge to watch these videos and implement what they say. And this isn't even considering finishing a game. Sometimes getting to the end of a long game can be genuinely exhausting, even in cases where you love the game. Even the idea of finishing the game can actually make you stop playing it. I've experienced this many times myself. Another reason that goes along with this is the fact that even choosing a game to play can be hard. There are so many things to consider when picking games. Which game have you played most recently? Which game do you want to play? Which game do you think you should play? What mood are you in? What genre do you want to play? And this is just scratching the surface of the difficulty of choosing. And it also doesn't take into account that you've probably had a full day of decisions already, and you don't really want to make decisions when you're relaxing. And even when you pick a game to play, you are still making decisions constantly, albeit small decisions usually, but decisions nonetheless. Contrast this with watching someone else play games. They've made the decision of what to play. They handle any game-related stress, be it boss fights or picking the game and finishing it. You get almost everything from the game without having to deal with the downsides. Similarly, you find that there is watching can give you the atmosphere without the responsibility. You still get to experience the world, the story, the character arcs, and the music. All of this without any failure or grinding on your part. You don't have to learn mechanics or optimize anything. And most important of all, it takes much less effort to do. Sure, you still have to pick a video, but each video takes up a much smaller chunk of time than playing would. So you could watch many videos on the multiple games you couldn't pick between and experience them all. And I know I'm making it sound like you can replace games with watching with virtually the same experience. But watching and playing are very different in practice. You are passively enjoying the games, not actively interacting and engaging with it as it was meant to be. But sometimes, it can feel nice to just be a passive observer. When you're watching someone else play games, you're not just getting the game, you're getting a sense of community. When watching a video or a live stream playing a game, it can make games feel like a social experience again, and sometimes this makes it so the experience itself isn't so much about the games anymore, but the people playing them and their personality. Watching can almost feel like sitting beside a friend playing, keyword being almost. You don't get the full experience, but you are still seeing the game through someone else's eyes and getting their thoughts on the game. Being that you don't have to make in-game decisions while watching, it can really help reconnect the emotional side of gaming. Because sometimes when you're playing, you're stuck in productivity mode, and forgetting to enjoy the experience and absorb the world you are playing in. But when you're watching, that's pretty much all you're there for. Watching games can remind you why you love gaming in the first place. It strips back the pressure to make progress, because you see people just genuinely enjoying themselves playing games, even if they aren't being optimal or making a ton of progress. This can make you want to actually play again without worrying about these things, just enjoying the games how they were designed. Looking at it through this lens, you see that stepping back from playing for a while isn't a bad thing. And it really makes you realize that games don't always have to be interactive to mean something to you. Do you find yourself watching games or playing games more often? And do you know why you do this? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider leaving a like and subscribing as it helps the channel out a ton. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and good gaming to you all.